Hello, I'm Shivangi Lohmi. I'm a legal intern at Lexis & Company. I'm from Yashwantrao Chavan Law College, Pune, Maharashtra. My topic is interlocutory orders under CPC Order 39, Rule 6 to 10. Interlocutory orders are passed by the court to prevent irreparable harm from occurring to a person or property during the pendency of a lawsuit or proceeding. Rule 6 to 10 of Order 39 mention certain interlocutory orders, which include the court's power to order the interim sale of movable property, to order the detention, preservation, or inspection of any property which is the subject matter of such suit. Similarly, when the land in the suit is liable to government revenue or is tenure liable to the sale and the party in possession neglects to pay the revenue or rent, the court may order any other party to the suit in case of sale of the land to be put in immediate possession of the property. Revision of interlocutory orders. The 1999 amendment to the CPC added a provision to section 115 which reads as provided that the High Court shall not under this section vary or reverse any order made or any order deciding any issue in the course of a suit or other proceeding except where the order, if it had been made in favor of the party applying for revision, would have finally disposed of the suit or other proceedings. In Take Singh versus Shashi Verma, the interlocutory application filed under Order 39 Rule 1 CPC was dismissed by trial court. Holding that the relief asked for could not be granted as it would amount to decreeing the suit itself. The appellate court dismissed the appeal and the revision petition filed under Section 115 CPC. High Court set aside the concurrent findings of fact and allowed it. Supreme Court set aside the ruling of the appellate court, observing that every legal canon has been thrown to the winds by the impugned judgment and restored the judgment of the courts below. Therefore, the position of law is well settled and hence revision petitions can lie against an interlocutory order with the sole purpose to correct jurisdictional errors only. Therefore, an order granting or refusing to grant amendment of pleadings is not revisable under Section 115 of the Code of Civil Procedure, particularly after its amendment in the year 2002. Appeals against interlocutory orders. Generally speaking, no appeal lies against an interlocutory order, but certain interlocutory orders can still be challenged in appeal against a decree on the ground that such orders are of such character as would alter the decision of the court on merits and hence can be challenged. Section 105 reads as, save as otherwise expressly provided, no appeal shall lie from any order made by a court in the exercise of its original or appellate jurisdiction. But in the appellate or original jurisdiction, but where a decree is appealed from any error, defect, or irregularity in any order affecting the decision of the case may be set forth as a ground of objection in the memorandum of appeal. While the first part of subsection states that no appeal would lie against any order unless they fail into any of the provisions contained in Section 104 and Order 43 Rule 1, the second part states that the objections can be raised against the interlocutory order in the memorandum of appeal filed against the decree in the suit in which the interlocutory order was made, if the error, defect, or irregularity in making the same affects the decision of the case on the merits. Error, defect, or irregularity within the meaning of Section 105 therefore must mean an error, defect, or irregularity in procedure in law and not in a matter of fact. This video doesn't solicit any types of promotion or advertisements as per Bar Council of India. And the sole purpose of this video is for educational purposes only. Please like, share and comment on my video and do subscribe this channel. Thank you so much.